Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something. Success ain't about luck, money, or where you come from. It's about mindset. If you want success, you got to think success. You got to breathe success. You got to speak success into your life. The way you see the world, the way you react to challenges, that's what makes the difference. Success starts with mindset. Your attitude determines your altitude. The way you think shapes the reality you live in. If you believe that success is within your reach, you will act in ways that bring it closer. But if you constantly doubt yourself, if you focus on limitations rather than possibilities, you will unconsciously sabotage your own progress. Your mind is like a garden. What you plant in it will grow. If you plant seeds of doubt, fear, and negativity, that's exactly what you will harvest. But if you plant confidence, determination, and a belief that you are capable, your life will begin to reflect those thoughts. Think about the most successful people in the world. They didn't get there because life was easy. They got there because they refused to let a negative mindset hold them back. They saw challenges as opportunities, failures as lessons, and setbacks as stepping stones. They understood that success is not about luck or talent alone. It is about the mindset they bring to every situation. A positive attitude fuels perseverance, and perseverance leads to breakthroughs. Imagine two people facing the same obstacle. One sees it as a roadblock, a sign to stop, a confirmation that they are not meant to succeed. The other sees it as a puzzle to solve, a chance to grow, a necessary part of the journey. Who do you think will eventually reach success? It's always the one with the mindset that refuses to give up, the one who believes there is a way forward no matter what. Your attitude is contagious. If you carry yourself with confidence, optimism, and a belief in your own potential, others will see it and respond to it. Opportunities will come your way, not just because of your skills, but because of the energy you bring. People are naturally drawn to those who uplift, inspire, and bring solutions instead of complaints. When you have a positive attitude, you don't just change your own life. You influence everyone around you. One of the most powerful habits you can develop is controlling your thoughts. When negative thoughts creep in, and they will, you have the power to stop them in their tracks. Instead of saying, I can't, train yourself to say, I can figure this out. Instead of thinking, I'm not good enough, remind yourself, I am constantly improving. The words you tell yourself matter because they shape the actions you take. Challenges are temporary, but a positive mindset is permanent power. The way you react to challenges determines whether they break you or build you. Life is unpredictable and difficulties are inevitable, but they do not last forever. What lasts is the mindset you develop while facing them. Some people allow struggles to define them, while others use struggles as fuel to rise higher. The key difference is attitude. A person with a negative mindset sees challenges as signs to give up, but someone with a positive mindset understands that tough times are only temporary. Every successful person has faced failure, rejection, and hardship, but instead of quitting, they kept pushing forward because they knew the situation was not permanent. They understood that storms do not last forever, and neither do setbacks. A positive mindset gives you control over how you respond to difficulties. You may not be able to change the problem immediately, but you can change your perspective on it. When you train yourself to see challenges as opportunities to grow rather than obstacles to stop you, you develop resilience. Resilience is the ability to bounce back stronger, and it comes from maintaining a positive attitude even when things seem to be falling apart. People who succeed in life are not those who never experience problems, but those who refuse to be defeated by them. They choose to see setbacks as lessons rather than losses. They know that if they keep moving forward with determination and faith, they will eventually overcome anything standing in their way. The way you see yourself shapes the way the world sees you. If you believe in yourself, the world will respond to that energy. Confidence is not about arrogance or pretending to be perfect. It is about having faith in your abilities, even when things are uncertain. When you carry yourself with self-belief, people respect you, opportunities open up, and success becomes more achievable. On the other hand, if you doubt yourself, if you constantly think you are not good enough, that energy will be felt by others and it will hold you back. The truth is, you become what you think you are. If you see yourself as capable, strong, and deserving of success, you will naturally act in ways that attract those results. People are drawn to confidence and positivity. Employers want to hire people who believe in their skills. Business partners want to work with people who exude self-assurance. Even in personal relationships, people respect those who respect themselves. When you carry yourself with a strong and positive attitude, you naturally attract better opportunities and relationships into your life. It all starts with how you see yourself. If you believe you are valuable, talented, and worthy of success, you will take actions that lead to success. But if you constantly doubt yourself, you will hesitate, settle for less, and miss opportunities meant for you. The world responds to the energy you give out, so choose to see yourself in the best possible light, and success will follow. Gratitude and positivity open doors that negativity keeps shut. When you focus on what you have instead of what you lack, your entire perspective on life shifts. Gratitude is one of the most powerful forces in shaping success because it changes how you see opportunities. People who constantly complain and dwell on their problems block themselves from seeing possibilities. But those who maintain a grateful heart attract more reasons to be grateful. When you appreciate the small wins, the lessons in failures, and the opportunities around you, you develop a mindset that naturally draws success toward you. A negative person, no matter how talented, will struggle to progress because their energy repels opportunities and people. On the other hand, a positive person, even in the face of challenges, will continue to move forward because they see every situation as a chance to grow. It is easy to focus on what is wrong in life, but what you focus on expands. If you wake up every day thinking about your problems, they will consume you. But if you start each day with gratitude, acknowledging the good in your life, no matter how small, you will begin to see more good around you. This simple shift in mindset has the power to transform not just your thoughts, but your action. People who succeed in life are not those who never face hardships, but those who refuse to let hardships define them. They find something to be thankful for even in difficult times, and that gratitude fuels their resilience. The truth is, gratitude and positivity do not just make you feel better, they change the way others perceive you. Employers, business partners, and friends are naturally drawn to people with uplifting energy. They want to be around those who inspire, not those who constantly bring negativity into the room. Failure is a lesson, not a life sentence. Stay positive and keep pushing. Too many people give up after experiencing failure because they see it as the end rather than a stepping stone. The reality is, no successful person has ever reached the top without failing multiple times. The difference is in how they responded to failure. Instead of seeing it as proof that they were not good enough, they saw it as feedback, as a necessary part of growth. Every failure teaches a lesson, and those who embrace those lessons instead of running from them are the ones who eventually succeed. If you develop the habit of staying positive even when things do not go your way, you will develop the strength to push through anything. A person who refuses to let failure define them is unstoppable. Every time they fall, they get back up stronger. They do not let one rejection, one mistake, or one disappointment make them quit. They understand that success is a process and failure is just a part of the journey. When you develop this mindset, you start to see failure not as an enemy, but as a teacher. You realize that every time you fail, you are one step closer to getting it right. That is the power of staying positive. It keeps you moving forward when others give up. And that persistence is what leads to real success. A positive attitude attracts opportunities, people, and success. The energy you carry determines the kind of experiences you attract. If you go through life expecting failure, disappointment, or rejection, that negative energy will shape your reality. But when you choose to maintain a positive outlook, even in challenging situations, you create an environment where success can flourish. People want to be around those who uplift, inspire, and bring solutions instead of complaints. Employers, business partners, and friends gravitate toward those with a confident and optimistic attitude because positivity breeds growth and success. Opportunities do not always come in obvious ways. Sometimes they appear in the form of challenges that force you to think differently or push you out of your comfort zone. A negative mindset would see these situations as unfair burdens, but a positive mindset recognizes them as stepping stones. Those who succeed are not necessarily the smartest or the most talented, but the ones who are willing to see possibility where others see obstacles. When you carry yourself with enthusiasm and belief in your own potential, you create opportunities where none seemed to exist before. People notice those who remain hopeful and determined even in the face of difficulties, and that kind of resilience attracts the right doors to open. The truth is, success is not just about skill, it is about how you present yourself to the world. A talented person with a bad attitude will miss opportunities that a less talented but positive and hardworking person will seize. Your attitude speaks before you do. It shows in the way you carry yourself, the way you handle setbacks, and the way you treat others. A positive person builds strong relationships, gains trust, and opens doors that negativity would have kept shut. The world responds to those who believe in themselves, who refuse to give up, and who spread motivation instead of discouragement. Every successful person has faced moments where things did not go as planned, but their attitude kept them moving forward. Some of the greatest business leaders, athletes, and innovators were rejected multiple times before they achieved success. The reason they made it was not because they never struggled, but because they never allowed those struggles to define them. Instead of seeing failure as a reason to quit, they saw it as a reason to grow. When you train your mind to stay positive, no matter what life throws at you, you become unstoppable. Success is not just about what you do, but about how you think. If you develop a mindset that focuses on solutions instead of problems, on progress instead of perfection, you will always find ways to move forward. Those who dwell on negativity remain stuck, while those who choose positivity continue to rise. When you radiate confidence and gratitude, the right people, opportunities, and experiences will come into your life. A positive attitude does not just change how you feel, it changes the results you get. It is the key to unlocking the success that is already waiting for you. Success starts with mindset. Your attitude determines your altitude. The way you think influences every decision you make, every opportunity you take, and every challenge you face. If you believe you can succeed, you will act in ways that bring success closer. If you believe you are destined to fail, you will unconsciously hold yourself back. The mind is powerful, and the thoughts you feed it shape your reality. A person with a positive attitude sees possibilities where others see limitations. They do not let fear or doubt control them because they understand that success is not just about skills or luck. It is about mindset. The right attitude will take you further than talent alone ever could. Challenges are temporary, but a positive mindset is permanent power. No one goes through life without facing obstacles. Some people let those obstacles break them, while others use them as fuel to grow stronger. The difference is in their attitude. A person with a positive mindset does not see challenges as roadblocks, but as opportunities to learn and improve. They know that hard times do not last forever, and they trust that every difficulty is shaping them into a better version of themselves. When you develop the habit of staying positive, even in difficult situations, you become unstoppable. You begin to see setbacks as setups for comebacks. Instead of focusing on the problem, you focus on the solution. That kind of mindset gives you power over any situation. The way you see yourself shapes the way the world sees you. If you carry yourself with confidence and self-belief, people will respond to you with respect and trust. But if you constantly doubt yourself, that doubt will show in everything you do. Successful people understand that self-perception is key. If you believe you are capable, talented, and worthy of success, you will take the actions necessary to achieve it. But if you constantly tell yourself that you are not good enough, you will hold yourself back from reaching your full potential. Your attitude determines the way you present yourself to the world, and the world mirrors that attitude back to you. When you walk into a room with confidence, people notice. When you speak with certainty, people listen. The way you see yourself influences every opportunity that comes your way. Gratitude and positivity open doors that negativity keeps shut. When you focus on what you have rather than what you lack, you attract more good into your life. People who constantly complain and dwell on negativity push away opportunities because they are too focused on what is wrong. But those who maintain an attitude of gratitude see possibilities everywhere. They appreciate the lessons in failure, the growth in challenges, and the blessings they already have. This positive energy creates an environment where success can thrive. Employers, partners, and friends are drawn to people who uplift and inspire. The more you practice gratitude, the more reasons you will find to be grateful, and the more success you will attract. Failure is a lesson, not a life sentence. Stay positive and keep pushing. Too many people give up when they experience failure because they see it as the end rather than a stepping stone. The most successful people in the world have all faced rejection, setbacks, and failures, but they did not let those moments define them. Instead, they used them to grow. A person with a positive attitude does not fear failure. They embrace it as part of the journey. Every mistake is a lesson that brings them closer to success. The key is to keep going no matter how many times you fall. Those who persist, who stay positive even in the face of failure, are the ones who ultimately achieve greatness. Success starts with mindset. Your attitude determines your altitude. The way you think influences every step you take in life. If you believe in yourself, you will act with confidence, take risks, and push through obstacles. But if you doubt yourself, you will hesitate, miss opportunities, and settle for less than you deserve. Your mind is like a magnet, attracting the experiences that match your thoughts. A person with a positive attitude sees challenges as opportunities, while a negative thinker sees them as reasons to quit. The most successful people in the world are not necessarily the most talented or the luckiest. They are the ones who refuse to let negativity dictate their lives. They train their minds to expect success, and as a result, They take the actions that lead to it. Challenges are